These films give us all a case of thalassophobia. Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 scariest deep-sea movies.
What's happening?
It's a huge squid. It's got the glider.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most terror-inducing films set on or in the deep, dark sea. To qualify, it must be either set predominantly out in the depths of the ocean or have important scenes set at the same. Rivers, lakes, beach shores, and other shallow waters are excluded. With a spoiler warning now in place, let's dive in. Number 10. Below.
He spoke to me, Claire. It wasn't his voice, but he spoke. Claire!
In this horror piece, paranoia and superstition run rampant aboard a World War II naval submarine after the crew rescues the survivors of a British hospital ship. In the confined space and following the shooting of a German POW, eerie events begin to plague the submariners, such as disembodied voices, unexplained mechanical failures, and hallucinations.
Accidents happen, right?
Tensions mount as the crew and rescuees begin to turn on one another. We'd say it's probably best not to watch this one if you've got a bad case of claustrophobia. It will keep you on edge.
This is it. God, I hate being right.
Number 9. Dead Calm. If you thought danger only lurked below the waves, you were dead wrong.
Oh, look at that. First boat in 3 weeks.
A husband and wife take to the high seas to emotionally heal after the death of their son. Far from land, they encounter a boat in distress, the sole survivor asking for help after claiming that their ship is sinking, and the other ship occupants died of food poisoning.
Trouble is she's going down, that's the trouble. She's not gonna last the morning.
You sure?
In fact, the mystery man is a violent murderer who takes the woman hostage, and now the couple must do everything they can to reunite and survive. And you thought you only had to be on dry land to worry about a home invasion. Number 8. Open Water. Good thing these terrifying films are just works of fiction, right? Right. Less so with this entry.
Do you see like
Yeah, we got that, everybody.
2003's Open Water is loosely based on the tragic story of Tom and Eileen Lonergan, a couple who were left behind after their deep-sea scuba diving group went back to shore without them. They were never found.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I thought he said they never come that close.
They also said the boat would be here.
While the Lonergans' true experience during their final hours is unknown, the fact that the film is grounded in reality only makes the harrowing ordeal of the fictional Daniel Kintner and Susan Watkins, a nightmare that involves hunger, dehydration, and shark attacks, all the more horrifying.
Are you okay? Are you?
I don't know.
Number 7. Deep Blue Sea. After that grisly account, how about a little Samuel L. Jackson as a palate cleanser?
The plane, boss, the plane.
Right.
I am getting old.
Out on a deep-sea research facility, a team of scientists become the prey of their own subjects, genetically altered, super-intelligent sharks.
Bad dreams?
With the facility steadily sinking, they must get above the surface and to safety as the sharks steadily gain ground. Water. Full of shocks and genuine scares as the team is hunted throughout their desperate getaway, this inventive take on the killer shark genre is definitely not one you want to miss.
Just ate him. Just ate him, Christ. I'm not moving. I'm not moving from here. Someone will come.
Number 6. 47 Meters Down. Sisters Lisa and Kate go on vacation following Lisa's breakup with her boyfriend.
Thanks for coming. Stuart is missing out. And way more fun anyway. You are.
Because terror is apparently an antidote for heartache, they decide to drop into a shark cage for a good time.
Can you take a picture of me? Wait. Huh? Oh, shit! Sorry. Oh my god, the guys are gonna be so pissed. You've gotta go and get them.
Unfortunately, a heart is not the only thing that's broken. The frayed cable holding their cage snaps and they plummet, you guessed it, 47 meters down into the water. Trapped with great whites circling them, it's not just the sharks the girls have to worry about.
It's right above you, don't move.
Low on air, under immense pressure, and with failed repeat escape attempts, it's clear throughout they're in deep trouble. Number 5. Underwater. Just in case you thought sharks weren't scary enough. Down on the ocean floor, a drilling operation turns deadly when an undersea earthquake strikes. Part of the operation is flooded and the team must find a way to escape to safety. As if that's not bad enough, it turns out their dig might have unearthed something never before seen by humans, and the crew soon finds themselves under attack from the monsters.
Been sitting back there since Slenderman's and shit.
Hey, it's not funny.
A proper creature feature with a deep, dark, watery twist, this one will make you glad you're safe on dry land. Number 4. Sphere. After discovering what appears to be an alien spacecraft on the bottom of the ocean, a team is recruited to investigate.
So you're saying that you have a fuselage from a spacecraft over a half a mile long that crashed into the ocean 300 years ago and is completely intact?
That's right. And the kicker is, our sonar is picking up a low-level hum.
They estimate it's been there for about 3 centuries. However, when they board, they find the advanced technology in working order, the dead crew, the dead human crew, and a huge, mysterious sphere.
This ball wants to be caught.
No, nobody built this thing looking into their third eye, Beth. They went to a lot of trouble and they didn't do it for nothing.
Soon, a series of incidents begin to plague the experts, with their worst fears manifesting on board. Reality and illusion become warped, with the survivors fighting the force they've inherited, as well as each other, to make it out alive.
What he dreamed
Happened?
it happened.
Number 3. The Perfect Storm. We've seen the dangers of drowning, sharks, and mass murderers on the high seas. But what about that oldest of standbys, weather?
This is the U.S. Coast Guard notice to all mariners. Severe weather warning for New England coast extending 500 miles out. Northeast winds 40 to 50 knots, seas 30 to 40 feet. Conditions worsening overnight.
Based loosely on the real-life events of the 1991 Perfect Storm and the tragic sinking of the Andrea Gale, the film is all the more gut-wrenching and heart-pounding for its ties to real life. The fishing vessel and crew are on their way back from a late-season fishing expedition in the Atlantic when they encounter an unprecedented storm formed of multiple bad weather fronts and a hurricane, dooming the ship and its crew. Gripping and brutal, this is a nightmare on the waves. Number 2. The Abyss. After a nuclear submarine sinks off the ledge of an abyss following an encounter with an unknown object, a SEAL team is sent to investigate.
You know, those SEALs ain't telling us diddly. Something is going on!
Come on.
Hippie, you think everything's a conspiracy.
Boarding an experimental drilling rig, disaster strikes when an attempt to recover a Trident missile goes terribly wrong, and the rig is nearly pulled into the chasm. An unknown life form boards the rig, and while it seems merely curious, tensions and paranoia rise among the SEAL team.
I gotta tell you, man, that guy scares me more than anything we're gonna find down there.
The film boasts special effects that still hold up to this day, and one of the most brutal drowning scenes ever put to film.
Help! I'm scared!
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Ghost Ship. It's not the Flying Dutchman, but hey, can you have too many cursed ships filled with ghosts?
Is someone trying to call me? Dodge. Munder.
Who's Maureen?
Leviathan. Drilling the ocean floor seems to only end in chaos, monsters, and in this case, horrible mutations. The Poseidon Adventure. What's worse than trying to escape a slowly sinking ship? Try doing it upside down. The Reef. A trip through shark-infested waters isn't so bad as long as you still have a boat.
What's the matter?
There's something here.
We have to keep going.
There's something following us.
Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle lives up to legend when boat passengers are forced onto another ship and things take a turn for the mysterious and eerie. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Jaws. Come on, could it have been anything else? And while, yes, much of this film takes place in the more shallow waters, the most iconic and harrowing moments are out in the depths. The tourist destination town of Amity Island is preparing for its summer when a killer shark rolls into town.
Look, the situation is that apparently a great white shark has staked a claim in the waters off Amity Island. And he is going to continue to feed here as long as there is food in the water.
And there's no limit to what he's going to do.
At first, the mayor tries to keep it quiet, but it's not long before it's clear to all that death lurks beneath the waves. This movie has been terrifying audiences for years, leaving many who see it, even nearly 50 years after release, afraid to go in the water. It's the standard to which all aquatic terror flicks are held, and for good reason.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.